Good morning. Hi everyone. Melinda here with Melinda Van Kirk Wellness. Hope everybody's doing well today. Let me know. You don't necessarily need props today. If you'd like a couple blocks on hand, by all means grab those. Otherwise, I think we're good. So come on back to a comfortable seat. Let's do a little short seated meditation. Drawing your eyes to a close, sitting with a long, tall spine. Begin to inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, release. Lengthening your inhales and exhales. Settling in. Relaxing your face, your jaw, your shoulders, all the way down through your toes. Allowing your breath to be natural, just observing it as it flows in and out. Noticing the subtle movements of your body with each breath. Now notice where you may need a little bit of healing or regeneration. What part of your life feels disconnected and needs to come back into wholeness. Just observe in your body where you may feel this physically. You might notice it in your breath. Just noticing whatever sensations arise for you. Now with your eyes soft, just taking a soft gaze and letting your eyes rest into the sockets. Draw your internal focus in the space between your eyebrows. This is the third eye center. With the soft gaze, almost as if it's coming from the very center of your brain, focus between the eyebrows, as if you're watching a movie screen. This is our internal eye. So our two eyes look outward. When we rest them and allow them to be easy, we can gaze inward through our third eye center. And I invite you as we sit to think of the word Amrita Guru. Amrita means nectar. It's the nectar of life. We focus on our third eye. We can begin to cultivate feelings of peace, calm, joy, drawing in gratitude for all that we have, for our inner abundance. The abundance that's all around us, the abundance of the earth. Placing your hands at heart center by your chin to chest. Know that you can come back to this point whenever you need it. Tapping into our sixth chakra. Tapping into our inner guide. Listening to it as we move throughout our lives and throughout the day. Gently blink your eyes open, lift your gaze. Let's come to Tadasana. So standing with your feet either together or hip-width distance apart, your choice. Feel really grounded. Keep a little bend in your knees, maybe. Let your shoulders come up, down, and back. Fingertips extend long. Think about drawing your navel center in slightly, so you don't want this curve this way, just a little bit tilted in. Ground down. Inhale deeply through the nose. As you exhale, begin to lift your pelvic floor, drawing it up through your lower belly, and then release as you inhale. So it's this pulling motion up through the center from the area between your pubic bone and sits bones. And then you release it. Do 3 more of those. Inhale deeply. Pause. Begin to lift the pelvic floor, then slowly exhale. Inhale, release. Pause, lift the pelvic floor, lift the lower abdominals or press them in towards the spine. Exhale. Keeping that engagement and release. One more, inhale. Lift the pelvic floor, engage the lower abdominals. Exhale, release. And release your muscles. Excellent. Let's just begin with the slow movements here. Inhale, arms lift overhead, palms meet. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. I invite you as much as you like to close your eyes for this practice, to tap into your third eye. Inhale, lift the arms overhead. Exhale, hands lower. And release. Again, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause here for a moment. And release your hands down. Step to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, hands come down through heart center, forward fold as you arrive. I'm going to stay here for just a few breaths. So grab for opposite elbows, let your head be heavy. Sits bones go towards the sky. So think about separating your sits bones. One more breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Fingertips can come to the mat or lightly to your shins. I like this version so I can get nice and long in my spine. Exhale, lower all the way down, grabbing for the other elbow. Think about drawing your lower belly in on your exhale. Sits bones are separating and widening. Nice bend in your knees. Still getting that hamstring stretch, but taking it easy. Allow your face to soften. Come back to your third eye center, eyes closed. Couple more breaths. Blink your eyes open. Come up halfway, lengthen. And now plant your palms, make your way into tabletop. We'll begin a few rounds of cat-cow. As you inhale, lower your belly, lift your gaze, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze, press your heart forward. Exhale, press your shoulder blades away from each other, around the spine, navel to spine. And one more. With your breath, and then coming back to neutral spine, we're going to do some rolls with our torso, kind of this cat-cow motion. So as you exhale, round your spine, come into cat back. Then roll your torso to the left. As you lower, come to cow. Roll your torso to the right. As you exhale, come to cat. We'll take it in this direction with your breath. Really letting it feel good, opening up through every vertebra. Beginning to move some of that spinal fluid. Starting your day. And then we'll take one more. Coming back to the center and take it the other direction. Circling to the right this time. Or whatever direction you haven't done. Keep going, one more. Make it really nice and juicy. And then come to neutral spine. Tuck your toes, walk your hands forward just slightly. Send your hips high, downward dog. Nice deep bend in the knees, long, long, long through the spine. Maybe you pedal it out. Come back to center, cultivating your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, gaze forward, take a little stroll to the top of your mat, Uttanasana as you arrive. Inhale, ground down, rise all the way up, arms come overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the fingertips, coming back to Tadasana. Let's take a little crescent to the right and left. Inhale, arms lift. Hook your thumbs. Lengthen on your inhale. Exhale, crescent over to your right, grounding down through your left foot. Using the tension between your thumbs to really lengthen through your left side body. Inhale, center. Switch the hook of your thumbs. Pause on the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crescent left. Ground down through your right foot. Really pressing, opening through the side body. Inhale, center. And release your arms down. Roll your shoulders a couple times. And let's just take a nice, slow Surya Namaskar C, Sun Salutation C. Coming to the top of your mat. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, hands through heart center, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen and lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step your left foot back. Drop your knee, stay supported on your fingertips. Now lift your heart for this supported low lunge. Pressing your left hip forward, draw your right hip back. Plant your palms, make your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga Asana. Pause here. Lower to your belly. Untuck toes. Inhale, up to low cobra. Lifting your heart. Exhale, down. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward. Drop your right knee down. This time pressing up, Anjaneyasana. Arms lift overhead, left hip draws back, heart lifts. Exhale, hands lower, step up, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take this on the other side. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Fingertips plant, right toes come back. Drop your right knee. Lift your heart. Press your right hip forward, opening through the front of the hip flexor. Exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Pause. Lower to your belly, untuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heart to cobra. Exhale, lower. Make your way back, downward facing dog. And I didn't do that right, but that's okay. Step on up to the top of the mat. Lower down, Uttanasana. And rise up. We just did a little extra down dog in there. And hands to heart center. Let's take this around one more time. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen. Exhale, fold, fingertips plant, right foot steps back, drop the right knee down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Lower to your belly. Inhale, heart lift. Exhale, lower. Make your way back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward. Left knee drops, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower the fingertips, step up, top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms lift. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last round. I invite you to take your eyes closed, high mountain. Forward fold all the way down. Taking this as a moving meditation. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold, left foot comes back. Drop your knee. Lift your heart. Plant your palms downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, Ashtanga. Lower to your belly, untuck toes. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. Press back, down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, right knee lowers. Rise up, Anjaneyasana. Fingertips lower, step up, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pause in your Tadasana. Feeling the opening of your body, the moving of the prana. You'll awaken and aliven your body with that nice little sweet sequence. Let's begin our next series. So stepping your left foot back. Let's come to horse pose, temple, goddess, so many names. Knees over toes, sinking the hips. We're going to keep our hands on our thighs. I was kind of experimenting with which way is more comfortable to have your hands in this position. So I'm going to do fingers in. We're going to take a nice little shoulder stretch with our squat. So lowering your left shoulder in, gaze over the right. And you can play around. Maybe it's more comfortable to have thumbs in. Inhale to center. Exhale, right shoulder pushes in. Gaze over your left shoulder. And take this one more time. Each side, inhale, center. Exhale. Twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center. Stay here for one more breath. And then straighten your legs. Spin your feet parallel. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower all the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana. I'm going to scoot back on my mat. If headstand is in your practice and you'd like to go there now, by all means do. I'm not warmed up enough yet for that, so I'm just going to hang here. Let your head be heavy. Walk your hands back between your feet. Maybe your head touches the floor. Inhale, lift up partway, fingertips under shoulders. Just take a nice little bend in your right knee, opening through the left inner thigh. Straighten both legs, take a bend in your left knee. And we'll take this back and forth just a couple times, so staying supported. Head is partway lifted. And just take it with your breath. Inhale through center. Exhale over. Inhale, center. Exhale over. And then come back to center. Lower down. One more moment in Prasarita. Come on up halfway, hands to hips, a little bend in your knees. Inhale, ground down, rise up. And exhale, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Grounding down through your left foot. And make our way into tree pose. Drawing your left hip in. Draw your right foot up as high as it's comfortable for you. Hands to heart center. Use your breath Even engage your pelvic floor slightly here to stabilize you. Palms press. Arms can lift up, or they can just stay right where they were at heart center. Exhale, lower your hands back to heart center. We're going to move into standing figure four. So right ankle crosses above left knee. Begin to sink your hips down. Challenge here, arms extend out in front of you. You can keep your knees slightly down, really stretching through the outer right hip. Now exhale, lower both fingertips to the ground. Nice deep stretch. You can make this stretch a little bit more by placing your right hand slightly on your right knee just for a little bit of pressure. Release both fingertips, ground down, inhale, rise up, all the way up to stand, and release. Shake it out. Whew. Let's take it to the other side. Grounding down through the right foot, draw the right hip in, begin to draw your left foot up, as high as is comfortable for you. Calf, thigh. Press your palms, draw your right hip in, engage that pelvic floor just slightly. Find your drishti. Balance challenge if you want to close your eyes. I'm going to skip that challenge today. You can extend your branches up. Sometimes in tree it's actually really nice to just do that. Since we're moving in a standing figure four, draw your hands back down. It's a little bit more challenging. Cross your left ankle over your right. Begin to bend deeply through your right knee. Sending your sits bones back, find your balance, find your drishti, then begin to extend arms out in front of you for a couple breaths. Big, deep hip opening, strengthen the legs building. And exhale, lower your fingertips down, keep bending through your right knee, opening through your left hip. Right fingertips stay on the ground, left hand presses onto the knee. Really deep outer hip stretch. And lower your left fingertips down, extend arms up, come all the way up, and release. Ooh, lovely. Come back to the top of your mat. Take a few poses just to open up a little bit more through the hips. So step your left foot back, come to, where are we headed? Let's come to warrior two. Open up through the hips, ground down, arms extend. Maybe even like taking this little bend in your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Knit your lower ribs in, then flip your palms back over. And sink in a little deeper. Think about drawing your feet together energetically, pulling energy up from the ground. Actually makes this pose much more challenging. At the same time we're sinking in, we're pulling our feet together towards one another. And straighten through your front leg. Lower down, triangle pose. I always like to come into this with a twist first, and then extend my arm up. Draw your gaze to neutral. Take extended triangle, left bicep by left ear. Really stretching through the side body. And then lower down, left fingertips to the ground. Spin to face your right leg, step your left foot up. Inhale, lengthen your heart. Exhale, fold for pyramid. And if you need blocks, this is a great spot to use them. Some days I just like the blocks. I actually get a much deeper stretch that way. I can keep the length in my spine better. Inhale, come all the way up and switch it to the back. Coming into warrior two, toes at the back of the mat, left toes at the back of the mat. Arms extend out. Let's take that same arm variation. So flip palms up, bend elbows, draw shoulder blades together. Then flip palms down, extend arms. Sinking in with the left knee and drawing feet together at the same time. Inhale, begin to straighten through your front leg. Hips go back, lower down, triangle pose. Again, I'm going to come into it my favorite way, taking the twist first, then extending my right fingertips to the sky. This just helps me figure out where my right hand is. We tend to get into this pose and have no idea. And then extending your triangle right bicep by right ear, grounding down through your right foot, extending through your right fingertips, opening through the whole side body. One more breath. Exhale, begin to face your left foot. Fingertips come down on either side of your foot. Step your right foot up. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower down, pyramid pose. You can always keep a little bend in that front knee. Drawing your eyes closed if that's comfortable. Inhale, begin to rise all the way up. Come on up to the top of your mat. Coming to palm tree, come up high onto the toes. Arms extend out. Begin to bend through your knees, staying on the balls of your feet, lowering all the way down. Coming into boat. Let's hold boat for 3 breaths. And then begin to slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Hug your knees to chest, rock side to side. Let's just take an easy supine twist. So plant your feet on the floor. Cross your right knee over the left. Both knees fall to the left. And actually, sometimes it's nice to shift the hips. So I'm going to do that first. So shifting my hips to the right, then let them fall to the left. That deepens the twist. Gaze can stay straight up or it can come over your right arm. Getting a lot of nice outer hip opening today. And draw everything back to center. Shift your hips back to center. Plant both feet. Then place your left knee on top of your right. Shift your hips to the left. And both knees fall to the right. Gaze can fall to the left. Draw your gaze back to center, feet to center. Send your hips back to neutral. And then set up for your final resting pose, Shavasana. And your feet come out to the corners of your mat. Draw your shoulder blades under. Palms face the sky. Drawing your eyes closed. Just beginning to relax your face. Coming into your third eye center once again. Releasing the wrinkles between your eyebrows, letting your jaw relax. Tongue rests easy in the mouth. Taking that inner gaze between the eyebrows once again. Tapping into your inner guide. Knowing that everything you need, you have within you. Amrita Guru. You could stay in Shavasana as long as you like today. Maybe even ending with a meditation practice. If you're ready to come up, begin to make small movements, bending through both knees, drawing knees to chest and rolling over onto one side. As you're ready, gently making your way up to seated. Drawing hands to heart center. Yogis, I hope you have a wonderful day. Whenever you need it, come back to the present moment. Come back to your internal guide, your intuition. It is there for you, it's leading the way. It's with so much gratitude, I'm able to practice with you this morning. Together, we draw our thumb knuckles to the third eye. We bow and say Namaste. Namaste.